I don't have a moment where I remember realising. I think that's probably the benefit of being born with a partial deafness, is you never really realise what you've lost, say, or what you're missing out on. I think the bit that I've struggled from a confidence perspective is the hearing aids. I was given them in school, and wrongly I felt a bit embarrassed of them. I try and wear my hair down if I'm wearing them, and that's still carried on as I've got older. I'm definitely getting better at that now, and I think the older you get, the less you probably care about what people think, which helps. The biggest misconception that I've come across is that if you wear hearing aids, then that makes your hearing perfect, and it definitely doesn't. I think it doesn't anyway. It doesn't bring it up to the level of most, or perfect hearing, say. But it's also the other things that come with wearing hearing aids. So it amplifies all the noises that you're not used to hearing, and my brain wouldn't be used to. So it can be quite a bit of a sensory overload. There are also some things that I can hear really well. I'm really good at picking out the bass in songs that I know. Yeah, give me a 90s pop song, Westlife, take that. I will be able to tell you what it is from even without my hearing aids in, just because I know what the bass sounds like. So yeah, I think that's a bit of a superpower, which is nice. I have had experiences where limited ones, but where people have said, oh, you can really tell when you're not wearing your hearing aids, which is probably absolutely true, but I think that has just made me feel a little bit embarrassed, because I don't want to be a burden on people. I also think that certainly with deafness, what I've found is if I say to somebody, oh sorry, can you repeat that, I'm a bit deaf, sometimes people say, oh yeah, me too, and then they just carry on the conversation in the same way. I've tried to just be as open as I can about my disability, I guess in the hope that it contributes to an open culture. You never know, if you're telling somebody, oh, I've got this disability, they might have a different disability or something else going on, and that, I think that just contributes to people sharing. Of course, I work in HR, and I know that the team is genuinely passionate about making sure the firm is an accessible and inclusive work environment, and sort of striving to be better all the time. I'm also part of the firm's ability group, so we've sort of just formed, but we're starting to look towards how we can make the firm a more disability confident place to work, which is brilliant, and I've loved being part of it, and really looking forward to seeing what we can achieve over the next few years. Don't be afraid to talk about it. My experience has 99% been that people will be very receptive and will just want to do what they can to help, and don't be afraid to say exactly what that is. Don't feel like a burden. I think the biggest thing you can do to help someone with hearing impairment or a disability is just ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask what might work for them, what adjustments they might need, and just listen to those and consider how you're able to adjust. For someone with a hearing disability, I would definitely say they're probably lip read in some way. I certainly do, so it's really, really helpful if, particularly if you're in the office, before you start speaking to them, maybe just get their attention first, so sort of stand up behind your desk and don't talk when the computer's like that. I think my final tip would be just get to know the people that you're working with. Building that sort of open culture is just massively helpful, and the more you get to know people, the more things sort of come out about them, and what might, particularly with a disability, what might help them. The fact that I feel so confident to be able to talk about my hearing loss in this firm is because people are so genuinely interested and receptive to wanting to help make sure that I'm able to hear as much as I possibly can in all the scenarios that I might find myself in at work.